Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in them breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Coming back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Miami Dolphins. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Second down, here's Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On third down, Rosen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Morse. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And now running right through it. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
A handoff to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's Rosen to throw. Got his target, Samuel. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, land it. Boom.
On 2nd down, Rosen. His pass caught at the 4. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go now.
He's going to get it running right. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Morse. And he whips that one incomplete there. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Morse. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 3rd down, Morse. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. A first down carry. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. From the gun, Morse leaves it for Petty. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Operating from the gun, Morse going for the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And he knocks it through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Petty. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Morse. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
First down carry for Barkley. Able to power through. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Josh Jones in on the stop.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen to throw on second down. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Morse dumps that off to Penny, his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on second down. Morse. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on third and long. Morse. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He'll put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him playing very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. On second down, here's Rosen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, Morse finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But a tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on second down. Morse throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Raiders are out to an early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Give them 11 yards that time on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And out come the Chiefs now. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So the two teams will head to the locker room. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Throwing on first down. Morse. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Hut! Hut!
From the gun, Morse. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
On the give, this is their fullback. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff to Penny. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morse. Room to run past midfield. Evans has it left side. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him, and I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Here's Booker on the catch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, got three. Three down.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From midfield now, here's Rosen. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back to throw. Morse. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. There they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Morse. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Let's take it at around the 40. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw on second down, Morse. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Morse. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Lucky 56. Gun!
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go.
Now Rosen. powers past him at midfield. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Back now in Miami. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Operating from the gun, Morse. That's caught by Penning. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Here it goes.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Morse. And this one's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Morse. And Ingram holds it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The pitch goes to Penny. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Well, 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. And now here comes Kansas City. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Lucky 56, lucky 56. Set, 319, 319. Gone, 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 gone.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone.
Now Rosen on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. That's Samuel. Caught left side. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Detroit, Detroit. All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw on 1st down to Josh Rosen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Set, 319, 319.
A first throw for the backup Ryan. And his first throw here is incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Trying to improvise. Going deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st and 10, Morse. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. To throw on second down. Morse escaping the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages.
Gun! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's go. 319. 319.
He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Penny. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Dolphins, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.